This is a video reply to Same Old G on the short series he did on time, experience, and immersion. This is for the first section, time, and the issue is consistency. Well, you've asked a very difficult question, and I'm replying very, very late, because it was 7 days ago, I guess, that you needed the answer to this, but, you know, for posterity's sake, I'll reply. Now, if I understand everything correctly, you set up the campaign to run on a day-to-day basis. And that's really cool, giving them real insight in what it would be like to play street-level runners, worried about things like the rent. And I feel that as that kind of campaign grows, you would focus, you would shift your focus to different things. In the beginning, you'd be focusing on how difficult it is to make the rent, how difficult it is to find a fixer you could trust, and just getting around the city as you described. Over time, as the characters grow in ability, your focus would shift to other sources of challenge, I feel. But anyway, you set the thing up to run day to day, and the problem that you're facing is that the two groups that you're running have diverged in their timeline, and you have a real-world event, player from Group B joining Group A, that needs to match up. So what do we do with those 3 days? Time compression seems to violate the structure that you've set up, and it strips the opportunity for action away from the players who are 3 days behind. So what do you do? Well, time compression was suggested, and it sounded like in your reply that you hadn't thought about time compression before, but really you've already been using it. I mean, there are certain aspects of each day where you've advanced time. You know, we don't follow the characters into the bathroom. Long discussions are made shorter. Very short combats are made longer. So you've already got some time compression going on just by the nature of the beast. So one thing that you might consider, because really all we're talking about is matching the two timelines, that to blend the two player groups together will require that some kind of narrative tool get used. So it's a choice between fast-forwarding one group or ignoring the time difference and resetting your mental clock so the two games are really running at the same pace on the same day, or inserting a consistent reason for the 3 days to not be that important. So in that latter example, the runners may score a bigger return on a run than they expected, having more money to play with, or they get an opportunity out of the blue to resell pay data from a previous run, temporarily relieving some of their money woes. Or they may be able to earn a slight, maybe a 3 to 5 day discount on the rent from their landlord for services rendered. Stuff like that. The rules of the world still apply. No penalty of lost time is applied, forcing the characters into arrears for the sake of the guest player, and no undue advantage is gained either. The events of the 3 days can be quickly wrapped up with proper attention, with everyone aware that this convergence of timelines is going to happen and should be worked toward, without devaluing the host group's campaign's timeline. Now, as I said at the beginning, this reply was sent 6 or 7 days late, so I'm very curious. What did you choose to do?